Morning, even afternoon, Timthetatman, too. We got a banger for you today, baby. Some of you might not have heard the news, and this might be news to you, but I had the honor and the privilege to work with and be in the WWE 2K22 video game trailer. What we got for you here is me watching it, talking about it, and talking about the experience shooting it. If you enjoy this, drop a like, share with a friend, hit the subscriber button if you've not yet, but most importantly, all right, be sure to tell somebody you love them. Okay, I'll catch you in the next one. I'm sure a lot of you saw, maybe some of you didn't, pretty cool thing came out this morning. I can't like watch this because I don't want to get like DMCA'd because of the music, but I had the privilege to be a part of the WWE 2K22 trailer, commercial, whatever you want to call it. So I can't play all. I will say go check it out so you can actually watch it with the audio and stuff. But it basically, so you got like me walking into the headquarters here. This is a pretty cool moment for me, man. I never really thought something like this was gonna happen, and to have this opportunity was a really cool thing. So the whole idea is I'm walking into like the 2K studio and gonna be checking out the game. So like at the very beginning, there's me. I'm in this little shot too, when they're like recording stuff for the game. And then obviously there's a ton of gameplay and stuff like that, that they reveal through this. And like I said, I can't watch this with audio because there's music, and I don't want to get DMCA claimed or anything like that. But basically I had this opportunity presented to me. I don't know if any of you remember this. This was like last summer. I went to LA for like a week. I don't know if any of you remember that. This was what that was. So like I was out there for about 2 to 3 days, kind of doing different stuff with this. So this is like the other part of me. And like I said, I can't fully play it, but basically MGK is playing, right? And I come in, I'm like, hey, knock it off. Thank you. And then I turn around and Undertaker's right there. And dude, it was I gotta be honest, man, it was a crazy experience just to be a part of this and have the opportunity to do this, and to getting to meet so many incredible wrestlers. The game itself, I know that's a huge thing, right? That a lot of people love is the GM mode, and I talked to some people about the game itself and what's kind of coming, and you know, being someone that grew up, some of you younger kids might not, what's the word I want to use as like an older person here? I feel like a lot of the younger generation doesn't really fully, they don't like WWE. Here's what I'll say. When I was growing up, wrestling and WWE and all that, right? I remember watching with my friends growing up and playing the games growing up all the time. You know what I mean? And it was a huge part of like an upbringing that I had, like watching Rey Mysterio jump around, you know, Stone Cold, you know, obviously Undertaker, the Big Show. Like, dude, there were so many of these wrestlers that when I was a kid, I was like, wow, this is so cool. And The Rock, right? I don't know what year exactly The Rock kind of came around, but it just makes me very appreciative. I think, is appreciative a word? I was very grateful to even have this opportunity presented to me, where it's like, hey, do you want to be a part of the WWE 2K22, you know, trailer and, you know, commercial? And to have that even asked to me as someone growing up that was so locked in on wrestling and all that growing up as a kid, it was a really cool opportunity. So WWE, thank you for the opportunity, for one. And for two, I think it turned out really cool. The game itself, obviously, is kind of seeing the trailer stuff they have coming out soon with that. And I mean, some of you 30-year-olds probably remember, I was actually thinking about it when I was recording the thing while I was out there. I was trying to remember the first like WWE wrestling game I ever played. And I'm pretty sure here, and some of you older people here might be able to help me. I'm pretty sure I played There was one on N64. I know there was like the WCW, was it, or something, versus like NWO. I know there was that, but I can't remember the game that was on N64. There was No Mercy. Was that No Mercy? I had that game on N64 as a kid, and I played that like religiously, bro. And to now be a part of like a promotional for one of the games that I used to play growing up, that's a really cool thing for me. It's like such a full circle moment, you know what I mean? To be able to play and have the opportunity to play those games growing up as a kid and watching them kind of develop, even all the way back to the N64 when I was like 8-9 years old, to now being in a position where they were like, hey, do you want to be a part of the trailer and the commercial? I'm like, freak yeah. Like, that's such a cool opportunity. And listen, man, I met a ton of different, Tim, you're flexing. No, I'm not, bro. I met a ton of different wrestlers at this thing, bro. I knew they were going to be big. I was really blown away at how big some of them were. I really was, man. Roman Reigns, bro. I got to meet him. Really nice guy, by the way. Awesome dude. Big E, huge, bro. Awesome dude as well. Obviously, you saw in the video, I saw Alexa. Obviously, I met the Undertaker, right? I go face to face. I walk into the Undertaker, right? That dude is huge. Like, I need you guys to understand, bro. I'm 6 foot, almost 6'1". I'm not a small guy by any means. And when I was, because I mean, obviously I was kind of talking to the Undertaker in between like takes, and homie, like, I don't know why any of you are saying I'm 5'10", bro. I'm literally 6 foot. Okay, I'm 6 foot. And I didn't know how tall Undertaker was really going to be when I was with him. And dude, huge, man. Huge guy, and really nice guy too, believe it or not. I talked to him honestly, out of all the wrestlers that I met throughout the whole recording of the commercial and stuff, I really spent the most time talking to Undertaker, because we had a couple different things that we were doing throughout the days, and I just kind of, him and I were just like shooting the shit. So I mean, it's such a, I don't know, it's such a cool moment, and just to be able to be in the position, and it's like, and then obviously, you know, to hang out and meet MGK as well. I was like, dude, I never would have thought I'd be in a position like this. You know what I'm saying? So Undertaker was definitely that. If I had to be like, who was the most surprising, it was Undertaker. Because growing up, you know what I mean? It was like growing up, I did meet Rey Mysterio as well. I didn't spend as much time with Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, it was kind of like a quick, like, yo, what's up kind of a thing. Like, I was talking to Undertaker like about, you know, what he does like day to day, like what he's up to. It's like shit like that. Like Rey Mysterio was I did meet him. It was super quick though. And that Rey Mysterio, I felt really starstruck talking to Rey Mysterio. Because when I was growing up as a kid, I remember watching Rey Mysterio, bro, like flying around and shit like that. He was like, and I'm sure a lot of you probably agree, like to this day, one of the most goated wrestlers, in my opinion, is Rey Mysterio. So that was a really cool one too. So him and Undertaker were probably like the two where I was like, whoa, this is crazy. You know what I mean? I saw Xavier Woods. I'm sure a lot of you know him. He's a huge gamer as well, believe it or not. I've seen him before though. So I'd met him before. I kind of like talked to him before, but I saw him at the recording. I mean, the whole couple days was really a blur. You know what I'm saying? And it's really hard to like pinpoint, you know, exactly everyone I met, but basically it was a really cool opportunity. When I first heard about the idea for WWE and me to do that, I was like, dude, 100%, I'm so in, let's do it. I'm really excited to see like all the positive feedback on it, because I was really excited about it as well. So this was basically the big thing that like I couldn't talk about. And I went to LA. You guys remember when I went to LA? When was that? It was literally like last summer, wasn't it? It was a long time ago. And I was like, I can't talk about it, but eventually you'll see. That's all I kept saying. And this was what I was recording and doing. So and honestly, the game looks really cool, man. I'm definitely gonna, I'm gonna 100. I mean, dude, I'm part of the trailer. It's like, I'm obviously gonna at least try it out on stream, right? I gotta give it a shot. And I was, and just correct me if I'm wrong here, this is more, I'm more so talking to people that have been a part and playing like a part of the WWE 2K games. Was GM mode, was that removed originally and now it's back kind of a thing? Because I swear to God, I remember that before. Wasn't that before? It hits different. That's right. It hits different. That's a great line too. WWE 2K22, it hits different. Like, I'm pretty sure GM mode was gone for a while because I remember that when I was like younger, like when I was, I mean, if I had a ballpark, I'd say I was like in my teens somewhere. I feel like I remember it was like taken away, like maybe mid to late 2000s, something like that. And this is just, like I said, me trying to come off of my memory of playing the games growing up. And for that to be back, I know a lot of people are really excited about that because in my opinion, it's like a really cool part of like WWE and 2K20, well, 2K22 obviously. So yeah, Undertaker's a huge Cowboys fan too. I know we were talking about it a little bit. We were just talking about life, and I was just kind of like asking, I was kind of just like talking to Undertaker about like wrestling and his journey and how long, bro, Undertaker has been wrestling since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And I was kind of just talking to him about that. I'm like, bro, like you have been wrestling as long as I can remember. Like you've been doing this, and for you, and I told him, I was like, you're such a legend in the wrestling community. You know what I mean? In like WWE and all that. And he was so humble. He's like, yeah, thanks, man. He's like, I really appreciate it. And it was like, that was hands down probably the coolest moment. Was just really getting to, like I said, I probably talked to him for like 10 or 15 minutes, like just shooting the shit while we were waiting for stuff. So, someone's saying he started in 1987. I wasn't even alive when he started wrestling. Crazy dude. So I was honored to be a part of this. Some people said, wow, great acting, Tim. Thank you, everyone. A lot of people, man, I'm getting a ton of love on it. Like a lot of people are like, holy shit, that's Tim. Holy shit, that's Tim. And it's a really cool thing to see. So I am very blessed, very grateful. And like I said, I can't watch it fully with you all on, I can't watch it with you here, obviously, because of like DMCA and stuff, but it's on WWE's YouTube channel. I tweeted it. It's on my Instagram, and I'm definitely, I gotta at least check it out, bro. Right? I'm in the trailer, you know, I'm in the trailer commercial for the game. I have to at least try it. So, I believe it comes out March 11th. That's what's in my head. And that's what I want to say, but I don't want to be wrong. Anywho, I thank you. Here's what I'll say. Thank you all for all the love. It was a really cool opportunity. I'm excited. I will say this. There's some more stuff that you'll see that we recorded, and I'll let you take that as it is. Like there's more things. That wasn't the only, I was out there for like 2 or 3 days, and you can kind of guess that took some time. Obviously that was a pretty big commercial, but like there's more stuff that we also recorded that you guys will see. I think you should be seeing. I'm not 100% sure, but like I'm a solid like 80-90% that you'll see a little bit more. So stay tuned. I'll say that.